So when I was on the Monsters of Rock cruise, obviously Janet Gardner was on there doing an acoustic set. Lee Aaron was on there. And it's crazy because they were coming up to me and talking to me. I'm like, Shares, we love what we're doing. And you're like, well, you know who I am? I'm like, what? It's just like, it's pretty surreal.
Hello, everybody. Hi, my name is Mari. I'm from the H.E.A.T Brazil fan page, but today I'm going to talk about this amazing singer that is Chez Kane that are here with us today. And I'm here with Leandro from Alma. And how's it going, Chez?
First of all, thank you so much. That was really sweet. It's going good. It's nice to see you both. Thank you for inviting me for the interview.
Thank you. So we're going to start talking about you're coming to Brazil.
I know.
Many requests on your fan pages and your official pages. So you're going to be here in São Paulo on May 11th, and you're going to be at the Hard and Heavy party among a lot of great names in the hard rock scene. And we're going to start with the cliche question. What do you expect from the Brazilian fans at the shows in Brazil?
Well, I've never been to Brazil, so I'm very excited because it's always been on the bucket list to go there, and to actually be coming out there to perform is just next level crazy. So I don't get to see the beautiful country, but I get to perform there as well. So, and obviously the lineup that I'm next to is incredible. So it all feels a bit surreal and not quite real yet. I think it's not going to sink in until I get there.
Yeah, that's so nice because I briefly met you at Sweden Rock last year, and you said that there was many fans, Brazilian fans there, and you were kind of surprised. Like, I have fans in Brazil, so yeah, it's nice to have you here finally.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because I'm the other side of the world, so I don't know who's listening to my music, and then when you see people turn up and they're saying I'm from Brazil, I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's really mad. And obviously, I see on social media a lot that people are like, come to Brazil, come to Brazil. I'm like, okay, I'm coming.
That's our specialty. Ask people to come to Brazil.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. The support I'm getting from over there, I can feel it already. So I'm really excited for the show.
Yeah, so we can say that your career is going not only nationwide, but worldwide now.
Yes, let's do that. We'll have to write a new song for the third album called Worldwide.
Yeah, I love it.
So, Chez, do we have any news to tell about the third album from your solo career?
So it's definitely happening. We haven't started it yet, but Danny from Crazy Licks, obviously, we've been chatting about it, but he's very busy at the moment, but we plan to start, fingers crossed, summer onwards. Fingers crossed. But we are going to be releasing something, just a standalone single, some point soon.
So, Chez, we will have the opportunity to maybe in this album to hear something written by you or partially written by you and Danny?
Possibly. So when I started when I started working with Danny, he always said that I could contribute to the writing, and if I wanted to do anything, then put it forward. I did write a few little things that I put forward that didn't quite work out because Danny's just amazing at writing this style of music. So everything he was sending me, I was like, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go Meatloaf here. I don't need to write songs. You just crack on.
Yeah.
No, he's been incredible. So everything that he's put forward, I've just been like, do you know what? Why change what's working?
Yeah.
I might give it a go for the third album. You never know, because we're hoping to get together to do some stuff for this one. Whereas obviously the first couple of albums, we had the problem with COVID, so we couldn't actually get in the same room together. Which was a challenge.
It was right. Your career started right when COVID started.
Yeah, it was like, no, we're going to make this album as hard as possible for you. You're going to have to record at home, send it over to Sweden. I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah, we might do something, but not sure yet. Maybe.
Okay.
Yes, and knowing that Danny Rexon composed all the two albums, is behind the band compositions, we want to know how did this contact with him?
So I started doing covers on YouTube like years ago, just randomly because I love to sing. I started my YouTube channel, wanted to cover some songs that I adore, that I've been inspired by, put them up on YouTube, and then years later get a random message from Danny just saying, come across your cover, do you fancy trying out some songs for a project that I want to get going? And I said yes, because when I heard the songs, they instantly hit me, and I was like, this is for me. I sang the songs, then he showed Frontiers, and they really loved what I did, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, what a team, you and Danny.
Yeah, it feels like we've got a really good working relationship. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a match made in heaven when it comes to music.
Yes. And I think personally you guys are like evolving together, because the second album feels more like an original, but like it was more like chess than the first one. I love both, but it feels like a natural evolution of you two together.
Yeah, so like I always say to people, with the first album, when we started it, most of the songs are already written. Some of them were Crazy Lick songs that didn't work out for Crazy Licks. Then they had to change the keys for me, change them up a little bit. So obviously the first album was pretty much pre-written, whereas with the second album, he'd worked with me, he got to know me, and then he'd written songs more based around me and my vocal ability. So yeah, I do feel that it's growing in the process.
Yeah. Nice. And talking about the other aspect of your career, as a woman conducting this interview, I would really like to talk about it. After some videos and photos of this last era, let's say, of Chez Kane and Power Zone, you started to post a lot more videos and photos with a sexier aesthetic, and you have suffered some backlash, especially by men, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, and you've been very open about this. You have posted about it on your social media, saying that you feel good about your body and you're comfortable showing it in your videos and your photos. And I wanted to know if this is still going on, and if you think it's important to spread this message of empowerment to women and girls.
I just feel that we should be able to do what we want at the end of the day. You know,
I think so too.
I think guys do. I mean, if you look at the bands back in the days, I mean, guys would come out, you know, tops off, clearly showing off some bulges, you know what I mean? And they looked great. And I used to like look at these guys and think, you know what, you guys are hot. And it's the same the other way around. But for some reason, women get, I don't know, it's wrong if women do it. Oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But I've always idolized this image, whether it's men doing it, whether it's women doing it. So obviously I came across bands like Vixen and Robin Beck, and, you know, like I was like, wow, these girls are amazing. They're loving life, they're singing, they look absolutely fire. And it's all about just what I've been inspired by. So how I dress is how I want to dress, and people should just get over it.
I think so too. Just mentioning fast interview by Lady Gaga, and there's a guy that says stuff like, this is distracting for your music. And she said exactly that. She said, when men do it, they are rock stars. And when I do it, it's distracting. It doesn't make sense. So I hope you stay on this path of confidence and empowerment.
Oh, exactly. And the thing is, it's like, I'm not always like that. You know, some days I wear a hoodie.
Yeah, some like all of us.
You know?
That's nice.
Chess, there's one artist that also playing with you in the H.E.A.T party that are familiar with you. That's Eric Martinson. Yeah.
Yes.
Since he mastered your 2 albums, have you 2 ever thought about a vocal collaboration or some stuff?
No, we haven't actually. So obviously, yeah, he mastered the albums. I got to meet him when we were both on the Monsters of Rock cruise in 2023. I think it was, and we did an interview together as well, and we had a chat, but we've never actually spoken about singing together, but that would be pretty damn cool. You never know. I might have to ask him when we're in Brazil.
Yes, this idea is going on in the air, and you can ask him.
We started something now.
You full of the good producers, Danny Rexon, Eric Martinson. So it will be great.
Oh, thank you. And for some reason, I end up working with a lot of Swedish people. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And that's funny. And that's funny talking about the first album. I think that Danny overshowed Crazy Leaks stuff because your album is very awesome. Was one of the best albums. I think that was the best album for 2001. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
2021. Sorry.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Chaz, the next question we wanted to talk about your former band Kane. Was a band with your sisters. And are there any plans to make a comeback with Kane or not?
So I think that something might happen in the future. There are no current plans, but obviously both my sisters went on to have babies. So I have some nephews. I absolutely love my nephews.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, they're busy looking after my beautiful nephews at the moment. But yes, I think something will happen in the future. It's just a matter of when. If that makes sense.
Right. No, of course.
Yeah.
So the next question would be, what are your next steps the following years, the coming years, as a singer and artist? What would you like to do that you haven't done yet? What are what you think about the future?
So I try not to look too far into the future because obviously when you're a kid, you always... obviously I was a singer and I always wanted to be, I want to be famous, I want to be this rock star and blah, blah, blah. And then as you get older, you just realize it's all about the singing and the passion that I have for singing and music. As long as I can keep singing, whether it's in massive stadiums or festivals or small little places, or just even in my bedroom, all I want to do is sing. So anything involved with music and singing and creating music, I'm happy. So yeah, I just want to do the third album, maybe do something with my sisters in the future, hope that more amazing opportunities come up, like coming to Brazil, because that's what we're doing it for, to be able to travel, to be able to see everybody who's supporting, and yeah, just continue creating music and singing.
That seems nice plans for us.
Yeah.
Jess, I guess that you a very young singer, but what was it like to play with artists that you grew up listening to? Is it like you play in the morgue?
The best way to describe it is it's pretty mind-blowing. So when I was on the Monsters of Rock cruise, obviously Janet Gardner was on there doing an acoustic set, Lee Aaron was on there. And it's crazy because they were coming up to me and talking to me. I'm like, Shez, we love what we're doing. And you're like, well, you know who I am? I'm like, what? It's just like, it's pretty surreal and very, I don't know, it's just crazy. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities that I've had, and to be on the same lineup as people that I've looked up to is pretty insane.
About the two albums that you released, the Chez Kane and Power Zone, was the difference between them? After all, they are very similar, but what's the difference that you can see in the two albums?
So I just feel that the difference between them, I absolutely love both of them. They are both my babies. But the first one obviously is always going to have that extra special place in my heart because it is the first album that we put out there. But I do feel like you can feel the growth in the second album because, as I said earlier, Danny wrote a lot of the songs for Crazy Licks and then changed the songs up for me, like changing the keys and stuff like that, and they were already written. Whereas with Power Zone, he was writing more around me and my vocals, and he got to know me a bit better. And yeah, so I think the difference is just maybe that Danny knows me as a singer a bit better with the second album. But does that make sense?
Totally does.
Yeah, it's like the baby, and now we've got the toddler, and then we're gonna carry on.
It's a growing human being.
Yeah.
Yes. And finally, we have 20 minutes only. I know that you have a lot of interview to do, yeah, but it was good to talk with you, Chaz. And I want to know what the 3 best albums for all time for you. The albums that influenced you, you really like, or blow up your mind.
Okay, so 3 albums. That's really difficult.
Only
so
3.
obviously, okay, so the first album that got me into rock music was actually Def Leppard's Greatest Hits album, because I heard Pour Some Sugar on Me on the radio when I was 13, and instantly fell in love with Def Leppard, and my parents taught me their greatest hits. So obviously I've gone on to love loads of Def Leppard albums, but the Greatest Hits is where it changed my life and I discovered rock. So I'm going to go with that one. The Alter Bridge Blackbird album. So I have the Blackbird artwork tattooed on my back with some lyrics. So I'm a huge Alter Bridge fan. And the third one, oh, that's a tough one now because there's so many. I'll just say Vixen's first album or their second one because they're amazing.
Both amazing.
They're both amazing. Yes. So we'll go with those.
Those were great picks. Yeah.
Yes. So is this.
So Chaz, thank you so much for your time. It was great to talk to you, and we'll see you on May 11th.
Yes, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Thank you for your time and thank you for helping to promote everything. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Chaz.